After a huge year that saw the release of a brand new console generation, as well as some long-awaited titles like The Last of Us Part 2 and Cyberpunk 2077, next year is looking extra bright. Maybe that also has to do with some of the delays that last year has seen too. But alas, there are a lot of games to get excited about that are either set to release this year or are rumored to be. So, what are the games everyone is most excited about? We're about to break down the top 10 most anticipated titles of 2021. During the PS5 showcase in September, Square Enix surprised everyone with their Final Fantasy XVI announcement, and fans went absolutely nuts over it. Though we might not know a ton about what to expect from this upcoming game, it's sure to be an improved experience from the open world of Final Fantasy XV, with different characters in a whole new environment. The graphics are stunning too. Just look at the reveal trailer. Square Enix has already teased new information coming our way this year, so fingers crossed we'll get to see a whole lot more of Final Fantasy XVI soon, and maybe even a solid release window. You would think that after 16 years and a slew of games, fans would be tired of the Far Cry series. And yet, Ubisoft is still able to get gamers hyped about an upcoming edition. As the 6th installment in the main series, not including all of the spin-off titles, and despite its recent delay, there's still quite a bit of buzz surrounding Far Cry 6. Maybe it has something to do with the chilling cinematic trailer we got to feast our eyes on over the summer. Maybe it's because Breaking Bad's very own Giancarlo Esposito stars in it. Okay, it's both of those things and more. Set on the fictional Caribbean island of Yara, it not only looks fantastic, but the narrative seems like it's going to be enthralling as well. May can't come quickly enough. The very first Resident Evil game came out over 24 years ago, back in 1996. And the franchise is more popular now than ever before. Capcom has dominated the survival horror genre with their scary games for a long time now, and they show no signs of slowing down anytime soon. The upcoming title, Resident Evil Village, marks the 8th major entry into the series, and looks like something straight out of a nightmare. It's set years after the events of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, and looks absolutely terrifying. And if you thought previous Resident Evil games were scary, you'd better be prepared to have an extra pair of underwear ready, because it's going to look even more realistic on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Calling all Harry Potter fans. Hogwarts Legacy, officially revealed during Sony's PS5 showcase in September, offers up a brand new adventure in the wizarding world. Not only is it set to be captivating and immersive, but it's set in the 1800s, before the world of Harry Potter that we know and love. In fact, it's a time period we know next to nothing about. That itself is extremely exciting. We'll get to explore Hogwarts like never before, complete with full character customization and the ability to choose which legacy we want to leave behind. Will we use magic for the good of the wizarding world, or will we harness it for evil? Hogwarts Legacy leaves these decisions entirely up to you. How can you not want to jump into the magical universe once again after all this time? Ghostwire Tokyo is an upcoming action-adventure game from Tango Gameworks, the creators of the Evil Within series, and man does it look creepy. We got our very first look at the game at the E3 2019 that showcased people vanishing all over Tokyo. These people were replaced instead with spirits roaming free around the city, and it's completely up to you to take them on, purging Tokyo of these ghosts. Not only does it look incredibly interesting, but its graphical design is a treat as well. And can you imagine what the combat will feel like on the PS5 with the DualSense controller? Honestly, we'd love to know more about Ghostwire Tokyo, but so far everything we have learned and seen suggests it will be a thrilling experience from start to finish. Much like Ghostwire Tokyo, we first got to feast our eyes on Deathloop at E3 2019. It's a brand new action-adventure first-person shooter game set in a gorgeous 1960s-esque world where two rival assassins are trapped on the island of Black Reef, caught in a time loop where they must relive the same day over and over. You must learn to adapt your strategy in order to assassinate 8 different targets before the rival assassin takes you out, and you'll have plenty of weapons at your disposal to make it happen. Arcane Studios, the developers behind the Dishonored series and Prey, is promising an immersive experience complete with the adaptive triggers and haptic feedback of the DualSense controller. If that doesn't get you even more pumped for Deathloop, I'm not sure what could. Gotham Knights isn't going to be your typical Batman game, and that's exciting. In a world where Batman is dead, it's up to Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham from those who wish to harm, to become the new Dark Knights of the city. Gotham Knights is set to be an open-world action RPG where Gotham has never looked better. Did you see the first look at the DC Fandom event in August 2020? If so, then this doesn't need much of an explanation. After all, who doesn't love a good Batman game? And one from Warner Brothers at that. Whether you're a DC fan or not, this one's got a ton of potential to be great. First announced at E3 2019, Elden Ring gave gamers an epic collaboration to get excited about: Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin. We're all imagining what exactly a world created by George R.R. Martin would look like in the hands of From Software. One thing is for sure, it's going to look amazing and be relentlessly punishing to beat. We know next to nothing about the game, but can let our imaginations run wild with excitement. We're sure to find out more details about the game this year, and hopefully its absence from the Game Awards means that they're working on a huge announcement sometime soon. Sure, we don't know if this one is coming out this year or not, but we can definitely hope. There is no denying that God of War is one of the very best games to ever grace the PlayStation 4. Not only was it received extremely well by fans and critics alike, but it also won multiple awards in 2018, including Game of the Year. Of course, we knew that it was only a matter of time before a sequel was announced, and thankfully, Sony gave us plenty to be hyped about with the official announcement trailer of God of War Ragnarok during their PS5 showcase. So what can we expect from the sequel? There's going to be a whole lot more Norse mythology. Thor's going to be one of the big bads, and it's probably going to be an absolute masterpiece. There's no way this isn't one of the most highly anticipated games of this year. In fact, it can live rent-free in my head until it releases. Horizon Zero Dawn released for the PS4 in early 2017 to massive success, and with very good reason. Technically flawless and absolutely breathtaking, it set the bar as Sony's flagship title. So of course, it came as no surprise when the sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, was officially revealed earlier last year. Sony has already confirmed that Aloy will be facing new tribes and new machines, so just imagine Horizon Zero Dawn, but bigger and better than ever. There's going to be crisper graphics and a whole new way to play with the DualSense controller, all on the PS5. The potential here is astronomical, and if it's anything like the original game, there's no wonder the hype for Horizon Forbidden West is as high as it is. This is honestly a cat lover's worst nightmare, and dream all wrapped in one. Cat owners never want to think about their cat lost out in the world all alone. However, who doesn't love playing a game about cats? Stray is a third-person adventure game set in a decaying cyber city with neon alleys where you'll get to interact with your environment through the eyes of a cat. With a cute art design and premise, this is definitely one to watch in 2021. It's sure to be good family-friendly fun complete with all the feels. It's also worth mentioning that we're just as excited as everyone for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, but considering we haven't seen anything new since last year, we didn't want to include it again. Fingers crossed we get to see a 2021 release date and brand new trailer in the new year. What games are you looking forward to the most in 2021? Are there any we missed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, as it really helps us make the very best content for you.